Hi, today let's have a look at this instrument. This is a dual instrument, as you can see, altitude and vertical speed. It was used in a vintage British bomber, Blackbird Buccaneer. Okay, on the rear there is this connector. It is not common. Okay, so this thing was designed by Smith, made in Great Britain. Okay, on the front there is one knob here for the reference pressure. The pressure is in millibars here. Okay, so first let's open that thing to see what is inside, and after, as usual, I will try to get it to work. Okay, so we can see first the vertical speed here. So we can see that there is a synchro receiver for the vertical speed. Okay, it is not a servo control of the position, it is a passive device. And we have here a servo control for the altitude. Okay, so we have normally a control transformer, which is this one, obviously, because we can see that we have a small pinion here. It's impossible to have a synchro when you have a small pinion, so this is the motor. Okay, and there is a differential here for the reference pressure. And we have here a solenoid for the flag. Okay, on the electronic side, we have two transformers here. And we have tantalum capacitors. Okay, this red cylinder stuffs here. So there are two on that side, and the two others on the back here. Okay, so we have here an electronic board with several transformers, so this is obviously the servo control amplifier. Okay, we can see two transistors here. And we have something which is not common here. So this is a kind of rheostat. This is an adjustable resistor, or maybe inductor. And we have this strange thing here. Okay, we can see that we have only two wires connected to the device. These two wires. And they have the same color, so this is probably a potentiometer actually. Okay, so this is effectively a servo motor. Okay, so we can see the details of this rheostat. You can change the value using this screw here. Okay, we can see the wiring of that connector. We can see the colors of the wires here. Red, yellow, blue, so this seems to be one synchro and another one here. So one is probably used for the altitude, the second one for the vertical speed, and we have another device here. I think it should be possible to get it to work without any reverse engineering. So we can see something interesting regarding this motorized potentiometer here. We can see the potentiometer on the left with these two orange wires. Okay, if we follow the wires, we find that it corresponds to these two wires here. So one is connected to that plate, which seems to be the power supply board. And we have another wire. This is interesting, and the second wire is connected to the solenoid, which activates the flag. So this is very strange. Okay, so my guess is that this motor runs continuously when this instrument is powered. And there is maybe a movement of the flag here, okay, from black to orange continuously. I don't know exactly. This is weird. And it seems complicated just to activate a flag. Okay, it was not obvious, but this thing works. I have connected the two synchro transmitters, one for the vertical speed and the second one for the altitude. Okay, this is the vertical speed, up to plus or minus 6,000 feet per minute. Okay, the second one is for the altitude. One revolution of the synchro transmitter corresponds to 25,000 feet approximately. So you need several turns of the synchro transmitter to have the complete range of altitude. That's all for this vintage indicator. Thank you for watching and see you next time for another video. Bye bye.